It's kind of like this Trump guy. Have you been watching Trump? He's doing this world tour. He's hilarious. I'm telling you, he's hilarious. He's making us look so stupid. He's doing his what is it? What do you call it? A loose cannon in a China shop act. Oh God, I'll tell you. But I support him because he wasn't Hillary, right?
Tell me a little bit more about his tour, because I haven't really been following the Trump tour, actually.
Oh, it brings up subjects that are near and dear to my heart. So I spent like my whole show mostly on that yesterday, talking about all the things. Because every country he goes to has got a backstory, you know. And let me just say that I voted for him, okay? Well, at least I pretended to vote for him.
Say it isn't so.
Well, no, I didn't vote at all because I know the elections are rigged. You know, I know they're rigged, but I preferred him because I wanted to see what kind of crazy as a comedian, I'm required to vote for the guy with the funniest hair, aren't I? I mean, come on now.
Right.
Aren't we required to vote for the funniest? We gotta have the most ridiculous person in the White House. We're comedians. It's our job. Please.
Right. Well, who would we make fun of, right? Or
exactly.
Defend?
I mean, it's just they already were making fun of Hillary a long time ago. I mean, she's old news. and she's a clone. But anyway, plus I'm losing my hair, and he was giving hope to so many of us who are losing our hair. He brought the comb over back. Come on, Terry. I mean, I went to one of his rallies, and I was standing over there with the old bald guys in the old bald guys section, and we were swaying arm in arm, singing, "We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday." He was our hero. And then he had to open his mouth. I'm telling you.
We shall overcome.
Yes, He was our patriarch. He was the man of the hour. He brought the comb over back. Oh, thank you, Donnie. Thank you for that.
I wonder if he goes swimming, if it just falls over to one side. He has like one really big long hair hanging down on the side of his shoulder.
You can see the pictures.
I've seen men that happen. Like they're comb over and they go swimming and they have like this freaking like long hair that goes down. Yeah,
in a strong wind, he's got like a flag on top of his head going flappity flap in the wind, and he's proud of it. He's proud of it, I tell you. He got that big old flag there. It's good for mosquitoes, I think. You swat them away and things like a horse mane, So he gets to shake his head and all the flies go running. It's basically what it does. So yeah.
Well, you would think that with his money, he would spend some. He could do something a little bit more about his hair. Don't you think? I mean, he is the Trump.
Yeah, he's got the plugs there, but I don't think he wants to give up his little mud flap there. I think he really likes that. He's got the plugs and the plugs are coming in.
It must be part of his. He does wear his mud flap well. We can say that for sure. And he looks dapper in his little red tie and his blue jackets and stuff like that.
The man's a nut. And he can't dance either. I was watching the videos of it.
The first lady is banging, right? I mean, she's hot, right? Yeah. So apparently she doesn't mind the comb over.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I think she likes the money, but they probably sleep in separate rooms.
You got money? Oh, who gives a shit about your hair?
Exactly.
Come on in.
I'd marry him. Come on now. That was... No, I wouldn't. Oh, well, maybe. I don't know. It depends if you get me drunk. No, but the thing... the man can't dance. That's a deal closer for me. When he was in Saudi Arabia on the first day, I think it was Sunday, they had a video of him doing this sword dance with them. They all like the dance with swords. They kind of like, la, 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 I've got a sword, don't we? And he's over there dancing rapid fire, break dancing with it. But the man's got no rhythm, I'm telling you. I'm surprised he didn't stab people. He was all over the place with that sword. They actually put a sword in his hand. Are they out of their minds? They were risking the lives of everybody in that room. Trump ain't right. I'm telling you, the man is not right. You haven't seen the picture? They got a picture of him and King Solomon and Al-Sisi in Riyadh, and they got their hands on this glowing orb. Huh? Did you see that? That's all over the interwebs. They're looking. It's like they're standing there. It's like that, and they're all got their hands on this glowing orb, and in the background they're chanting. And I'm pretty sure if you translate, my translator on my computer told me that they were chanting, "Hail Hydra! Hail Hydra! Hail Hydra!" I'm telling you, that's what my computer told me they were saying. That's what it said. I know it's like that. It's like from that. I think they stole it from the prop department, George Lucas's prop department. It looks like the orb. at the end of Phantom Menace, Star Wars Phantom Menace, that the Orb of Peace that was the Gungan King was holding up? You know, that orb, right? You know what I'm talking about? Or the ones in the Lord of the Rings, you know, that's with Sauron looking at them. I see you. Bring me the ring of power. You know, that orb. It was one of those. I'm not making it up. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's a paid, maybe they're getting paid to advertise the new Ultraman movie, Ultraman Orb. Lend me the power of your bonds. Have I gone too far? Well, I think it's the orb from Heavy Metal. Did you see Heavy Metal? Is that one? It wasn't green though, but people seemed like they were melting all around him. Luckily, there's plenty of people over there. I
have to admit, Marz, I voted for Trump. I voted for Trump too.
You voted? That's the whole thing. I quit voting.
I'm afraid to say it because people just, people attack you so hard, like, oh, you must be a racist. I'm like, no, I just don't like the corruption of Hillary. I mean, it's like anything but Hillary is kind of how I feel about it. I feel like I'm in the closet about voting for Trump more than I am about admitting that I smoke marijuana.
Come out of the damn closet. We were members of the anybody but Hillary camp. I was a member of the anybody but Trump camp, you know. No, not Trump, sorry. Anybody but W camp, you know. It's like one of those things. I would carry the sign, anybody but Bush, and we voted, and then found out those guys were shills too. You know, there's a lot of problems with this guy, but it's like racist isn't one of them. How about he's a tool of the military-industrial complex? Eisenhower warned us about the military-industrial complex just before JFK. He did this speech, right? Beware of the military-industrial complex speech. And what did we got? We got a guy in there whose stated goal is to double military spending. He wants to have 1 million soldiers, in our military. And he's already throwing money around. He wants to get not just us, but the rest of the world too. He talked the Saudis into signing on to $300 million, or is it $1 billion? That's a lot of money. He got him to sign on to billion, $300 billion. Right away, they signed on to a $110 billion deal. And, you don't want to give those people weapons. They're crazy over there. They're crazy. And they're over there talking about, oh, how wonderful they are. Even, is it Melania or Ariana? One of them's the wife. The wife was over there talking about how great it is that she went into a factory that women were working in, right? And it was like, and she was saying, oh, look how wonderful the women are. They're over there telling her, please, get us out of here. Save us. Save us. I mean, that's one of the most evil countries on the planet. And he's over there nudging up to them. We're living in bizarro world this is what I'm talking. That's what I'm trying to say. This is a bizarro world.
We are definitely living in bizarro world, and it Marz, I almost became a vegetarian after Obama got elected. I thought, maybe I'll stop eating meat. Well, then I realized how corrupt he was, and I said, screw it, give me a hamburger. I want an In-N-Out now.
No, I want it now. Bob's Big Boy Fat Burger, come on, bring it. Let's do a tour of all the fast food hamburger joints. Yes, please. Yeah, I know. It's like, but when Obama came along, it's like, who'd they run him against? McCain? Give me a freaking break. That was the choice?
Right. Well,
I would have voted for Lucifer.
Like McCain, and then they put Sarah Palin in there, which was again, we had a black president running for the first time, and so this is what I think. They go, well, let's throw a woman in here. So we have the Republican Party has the woman, and of course that's the minority. So we're hip. It's like I think it was meant to hip up the Republican Party in order to compete with the hipness of the Democratic Party. Democratic Party.
It's nutty.
That's how I look at it. They're pushing buttons, in our society. That's how I thought.
McCain and Hockey Mom. And seriously,
then McCain has like the charisma of a gnatfly, practically.
He's a horrible human being.
He had to have a pair of boobs next to him for us to even somewhat be able to handle the cabinet. Obama, when he spoke, people were just electrified by him.
Yeah.
He just had it, where McCain doesn't. And when you have it like that, you have that kind of charisma going on, you speak well, you can be president.
And now we got Trump.
The sad part about all this.
It's going to be huge.
That's how simple we are as human beings.
Yeah,
a shiny object. They seem kind. I'll go ahead and vote for them.
Yeah, McCain was like was like Cheney light, Lucifer light. It's like, come on now. He was a trembling idiot, I think, is the specific medical term for him.
Yeah, Cheney's out there. Well, of course, when he didn't win, what do? They put him to work to create ISIS.
Boy, oh boy.
Treating the rebels.
All that crazy stuff.
Yeah.
ISIS, which is an offshoot of Al Qaeda, which is, I'm telling you, they got all these cons that they're throwing at us. It's like it's been so obvious all along ever since that. I mean, Al Qaeda, it means the toilet. Everybody in the Middle East is going. They're called the toilet. You want me to join the toilet? Really? I mean, that was their word for a Western style toilet. I mean, over there in the desert, you basically dig a hole and do your business behind a rock. But they're like, the toilet. There's a toilet. Yeah, well, I want to be. I want to be able to use a Western toilet. Yeah, sign me up. I'll be a member of the Western style toilet gang. Yeah, you're gonna be a nice new AK-47 and that pickup. I get to ride in a pickup and not a camel. They jumped in. They said, "Oh, you're freaking my lingity. It's got air conditioning. Yes, you have heroin. Wow, I love you guys. I really love you guys. Just point. Tell me where to shoot. I'm shooting. Ping, pow, 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 pow. Now, where's that toilet you promised me? Jeez. I'll join your merry band of the toilets. Gimme. I'm telling you, it's crazy. There's been a con. Everybody gets conned. They use their mind control, their brainwashing in every subject that comes out in any aspect. It's been going on since the Rothschilds. This particular episode, since the Rothschilds, got rich in Europe when they lied about how Napoleon had won. And they rigged the stock exchange and then just went up and bought everything up. And now all of a sudden they're the new kings of the planet. So yeah, they got all these lies that they expect us to fall for. They tell us all. I mean, it's like if you look at the mainstream media, you got these people and they're worried about gay marriage, and it's like, oh, they want us to be concerned about gay marriage, and they go to gay orgies in front of a 40-foot owl over at Bohemian Grove, right? You've been to Bohemian Grove, haven't you? It's the event of the season.
Oh, yeah, all the time.
I hear the buffet is to die for. Oh, yeah, you're the wrong sex. I forgot. You'd have to dress like a guy. They got this great...
Maybe if I dress up like a man, I might be able to sneak in.
Yeah, then they'll hit on you. That's right. And then after
then I'll get laid. Yay!
Yeah, and then they'll burn your body in front of the owl. It's, that's what I'm saying. They got this...
I'll try to come in like a tranny. Maybe that's it. I'll come in like a tranny, and they'll think, and then they'll go, and then I'll really, hey, I already had the operation. Maybe they won't know. Yeah,
that's the whole thing. Is like with pedogate. Yeah, that's that. They make sure that they get everybody to have sex with little children, so they can videotape it and have it to hold over them. So no, they can't get very many. They get a lot of convictions, but nobody all that important on the upper muckety mucks. You hear one or two going by. It's like, what's his name, Wiener. Well, sure, with a name like Wiener, he's gonna fall. I mean, the man offered himself up as a sacrificial lamb on the pedogate thing, the Pizzagate thing.
Is that a coincidence? I mean, what are the odds that the guy who does that, his last name is Wiener?
Yeah, we wanted to see.
It almost beckons someone not to do something like that. Like he doesn't. Like, dude, you're living up to your name.
Yeah, he sends a picture of a schmookie to an underage person. It's like almost like they required him to do that. It's like, you have got to take the fall so that we can show that we've actually convicted somebody, and this whole Pizzagate thing will go away. So jump in there, take one for the team, Wiener. Come on, get your wiener out there. Come on, Tony. You know you want to do it. He's probably bisexual. He says, "Yeah, I'll go to prison." Those guys can appreciate a schwoogie like mine. Yeah. Yeah, he had to take they'll throw us a sacrificial lamb once in a while. It's like that's a thing.